y'all, and welcome to today's video. I am so excited because I have here with me the new palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Daily Grind. I'm so excited Unearthly sent me this palette. I'm going to show y'all close-ups, I'm going to show you swatches, and we are going to create some looks with this beautiful palette. If you are new here, I want to say hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we do not try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. I do upload lots of new videos every single week, so I hope that you will subscribe before you leave today because I'm usually uploading 5, 6, 7 videos every single week. So I can't wait to play with this palette though, talk about it, put it on. So let's jump into it. Y'all, this is the Daily Grind palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. I like this packaging. I think this is really fun. It looks like something different from Unearthly Cosmetics. And yeah, I'm kind of into this. I think it's pretty fun. So on the inside, we do have the smaller pans that Unearthly has done lately. We saw smaller pans in their Vitality palette. Loved that. And I really love this 9-pan format. I'm very excited about this color story. Let me pop up a close-up of the palette so that you can see what it looks like nice and close. But I'm really loving these really warm orangey tones. We have this kind of like burnt red down here. We have this beautiful bronze. And then I really love these tones paired with this matte olive and this kind of green shade. We even have this more like pinky purple tone up here. So I'm feeling really inspired when I look at this palette. I think this is really fun. We have a nice mirror in here. Let me show you swatches of this palette. I think swatches can be so fun. Obviously, the true test of a shadow is how it performs on the eyes. But swatches are fun. I like to put them on my arm, see everything swatched out, kind of feel the formulas and textures. So I hope that you enjoy those. Enjoy the swatches that I did also on my iPhone where I can kind of move my arm around and kind of manipulate things. But I'm excited. We are going to play with this palette. I'm just... these shades are really speaking to me. I'm intrigued. I do have an affiliate code with Unearthly Cosmetics. If you're ever shopping on the Unearthly site, you can use code Heather to save. I will put it in the description box. My description box is always packed full of information, so definitely check there if you're curious about anything that I talk about, anything that I'm wearing. But we are going to play with this palette. I'm excited about it. Impulse, Grind, Motivate, Creation, Sweat, Zest, Ambition, Hustle, and Inspire are the shade names. So yeah, I'm going to zoom y'all in nice and close. I'm going to prime my eyes for shadow, and we are going to create a look with this palette. Yeah. I'm feeling inspired. I want to create a few looks, a couple of looks, something like that. I want to really play with these shades and let you know my thoughts on this. I will put the day that this is going like live, that it's going to be for sale. All of that will be in the description box, so definitely check there. But yeah, let me prime my eyes for shadow. Let me zoom y'all in and we'll create. Alright, so my eyes are primed with my Sigma Ignite eye base. I'm going to take this Unearthly brush. This is the Unearthly 8-7 brush. I'm like, let me see, these numbers are so small. But what I want to do is 2 colors in the crease. So what we're going to do is start out with this beautiful orange right here called Grind. And then in the outer portion, so the second half of my crease, I'm going to go in with the shade Hustle. And then I'm going to kind of blend it all together with the shade Zest. Of course, you can start with the lightest shade and then work to deepest. But I kind of wanted to start mid-tone, then go deep, then go light. I have not tried this palette yet. This is a first impression, but I have used Unearthly shadows for years. I've been buying their stuff. One of my favorite brands. So let me see. I think I'm actually going to take this brush to start with. This is a A6 from Unearthly, and I'm going right into that shade Grind. I'm making sure I don't have any creases in my eye primer. I do have deep set eyes. I do have oily lids. So no matter the brand, I always use an eye primer, or else my lids will eat the shadow away. They'll treat it just like it's a snack, you know? So I'm just pressing this right on top of the primer. And I'll go back and blend in a minute. Right now, I just want to press that pigment on because I want intensity today. All right, we're just doing the same thing over here. Buff, buff, buff it in, press it in, and then kind of buff a bit. Okay, now I've picked up that shade Hustle on this What's Up Beauty brush. And I'm going to start this right here in the outer corner, outer portion of the lid. And I'm pressing first, and then I'm going to slowly kind of blend this up and out. But we are going to go in with the third shade to blend, so I'm not worried about blending perfectly. I more just want to get that shade down and then buff and blend. So this is labeled an eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette. So I definitely always want to remind you to check the brand site when you're ordering eyeshadow palettes. I love pressed pigments. Honestly, I use them on my eyes. They don't bother me. I literally could care less if an eyeshadow stains my lid. I'm not saying these do, I don't know, but I know that's always like a risk when you see something labeled as a pressed pigment, but I don't care what the FDA approves, but that might be something that you care about, so I did want to let y'all know that. I'm just, yeah, not worried about getting this blend perfect right now, because what I'm going to do now is go in with that Unearthly 8-7. So that second brush, that pink handled brush I used was from What's Up Beauty. This is from Unearthly. I'm going into that lighter orange shade Zest, and I'm going to blend out kind of around the edges. This is a very fluffy brush. It's not firm whatsoever, and I'm just going to kind of buff and blend these edges. You can see I'm holding my brush pretty low down so that I'm not putting a lot of pressure on my eyes. I just want to lightly use this shade to blend and give us like just more dimension by using more shades, you know? Okay, now what I really want to do is go in with this shade right here called Motivate. This is another Unearthly brush. This is the number 7 brush. I'm going to pick this up, and I want to put this shade on the lower lash line. It is a like shimmery type shade, but I think that sparkle is going to be really, really beautiful on the lower lash line. I don't want to really keep it matte because I want it to, yeah, I want it to just kind of have that little bit of sparkle down there. So I'm just going to buff this in back and forth with my brush like this. Yeah, just like that. That's pretty. It's keeping with our kind of monochromatic look that we have going on, while also giving us some sparkle. Okay, for the lid, I want to put down my Glimmer Grasp from Unearthly. It's a glitter primer just like my Carla Fix Potion or the NYX glitter primer. This one is vegan though, so I did want to let y'all know that. But all over the lid, I kind of want to add in this pinky purple gold like shifty shade. It kind of shifts different colors. So I want to put down my Glimmer Grasp, and I want to put this all over the lid. I think that's going to be really, really pretty. So I'm going to put this right on the lid, and then we're going to pack on Impulse on top. Okay, so I have this Unearthly 8-4 brush, and what I want to do first is press that shimmer all over that Glimmer Grasp. I want to make sure I kind of set that down so it's like since it's a sticky type of base, I'm going to get that completely set. I'm taking this up, like you can see, here's my socket of my eye. I'm taking the shadow all the way up there, And I'm just kind of pressing it on because when my eye is open, I want you to really, really be able to see this shade. So I like the way that looks. Like we kind of have this pinky gold with this orangey, and even like I feel like I see a little purple, a little pink, a peach. I don't know. It has some really, really pretty reflex to it. So I'm just going to put it on like that. Yeah, I'm kind of into that. I think that's really, really pretty. But let's highlight the inner corner. And I think like we have inner corner highlight options in here. I could do this for like a matte inner corner. Maybe I'll do that. I was initially thinking that I would go in with Inspire on the inner corner, but Zest may be cool. Let's do Zest. Let's do a matte inner corner and see how that works out for us. This is a 8-6 brush from Unearthly. I'm going to pick up Zest and we're going to put it right there. So it's not going to be like a highlight, but it's definitely going to be like a cool look. Yeah, I like that. And just having like the upper lid be the shimmer, and then we have the shimmer on the lower lash line. So this is essentially our finished look. I'm going to do mascara. I'm going to put on a lash, and then I will come back and we'll see how it comes together. But I really like this. It's monochromatic in a way. Like the tones are the same, and I'm feeling it. All right, y'all, here is our finished look. I added some half lashes that I got on Amazon. I will link them down below. I'm wearing my Hindash liquid liner up top, but then for the lower waterline, I wanted to use a brown liner. So this is the Milk Makeup Infinity Long Wear Eyeliner in the shade Limitless. I really like this monochromatic eye look. Would you consider it monochromatic? I think I would. Even though it's like oranges and kind of pinks, definitely a warm, fiery look, and I'm very into this. Let me tell you what else I have on though, so just in case you're curious, you know. I have on the Unearthly Cosmetics matte liquid lipstick in the shade Leaves. And then I went on top of it with just a small amount of my Give Beauty gloss in Sweet Tooth. For a blush, I'm wearing Unearthly Cosmetics Tangy Blush. I want, listen, full on monochromatic with the orange blush. And then the highlighter is Unearthly's single highlighter in the shade Golden. So this is our look today. I'm very excited to wear this. I'm going to have lunch with a friend. So I just, yeah, very excited to wear this look out today. I'm kind of feeling it. I don't know. Is this like a fall look? I don't change my makeup for the seasons, but I definitely think it's fun to like get inspired. You know, if you're feeling like, what should I do with my makeup? I don't know what I want to do today. I think it can be fun to be like, okay, let's play with this season's colors, you know, fall tones. But I also will wear neons in the wintertime. I'll wear pastels in the fall. I don't care. But I do think this look kind of leans to the fall with the kind of burnt leaf inspiration. But yeah, I do want to do another look for y'all with this palette. I want to play with those green shades, but yeah, I really like this eye look. I'm excited to wear it out today, but we should jump into the next look. All right, y'all, for this look, we're going to do something very, very simple. We did a more bold, like monochromatic type look for the first one. So today I want to use Creation, this beautiful olivey tone. I've played with this palette a few times now since the first look. It's been some days and I'm really, really enjoying this. I think it's very, very pretty. So I'm excited to create kind of a toned down look today. I'm just taking that olive and I'm putting it all kind of in the crease, the socket, above the socket, below the socket. I'm going to bring it out here, and I'm even going to take this matte on the lid because I want to layer this shimmer shade on top of it. So it doesn't have to be perfect, but I am taking it all the way down to the lid. And I will say, I think if you wanted to do a very, very easy but pretty look with this palette, you could do this matte all over the lid, just like I have it now. Take whatever face shade highlight you're using or the light shade from this palette, pop it on the inner corner, throw on some mascara and go. It will look very pretty, but it will be very, very easy. Just, you know, one shade all over the lid, up into the crease with an inner corner shimmer shade. That would be so pretty. But I want to play with more shades today, so maybe I can give y'all a little more inspiration. Okay, I love this olive. I think it's so pretty. I used a Unearthly A6 brush for this, and now I'm going to go in with this beautiful light green shade, Ambition. This shade is a very, very sparkly, so I'm going to pick that up on my Unearthly 8.5 brush, and I am going to spray my brush. Okay, so I'm taking this, and I'm going to layer it right on top of that olive shade. Is that not beautiful? Is that not beautiful? I haven't worn this shade on top of the matte before, so I was very excited to see how that would look and how it would kind of transform this shade. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to buff this shade in, but I love, love, love that. Oh, okay, I need to be quiet, but that's so beautiful. Once I have that shade patted in, I'm going to go back to the matte shade Creation, and I'm just going to make sure that I don't lose any of that. I didn't want to cover it up too much, so I'm just going to buff it like that. And then for the lower lash line, I'm going to grab this A7 brush, and we're going to use the shade Sweet. So I'm going to pick that up, not Sweet, sorry, Sweat. I'm going to pick that really pretty bronzy tone up, and this is going to go on the lower lash line. I think this is going to be really, really pretty on the lower lash line. All right, I'm so pleased with how this look is coming together. I love the vibrancy, but still like the mutedness of the green on the lid. I love that, and I love it paired with this bronzy shade on the lid. Love. Okay, I want to go in with the shade Inspire now. So I'm going to pick that up. This is a Unearthly 8.6 brush. And I'm just pressing that right there on the inner corner. This is a really, really beautiful shade. It has a lot of sparkle to it. And I think that's so, so beautiful. Okay, I just really like, we have different formulas in this palette. You know, like we have our beautiful mattes from Unearthly, and then Impulse and Ambition and Inspire are all very, very sparkly. This shade Sweat is more of like a smooth shimmer metallic, really beautiful. And then Motivate, I feel like, is an even different formula that is not as sparkly as these shades, but more sparkly than this shade. I don't know, it's just very, I feel like we have 1, 2, 3, like 4 different formulas in a 9-pan, and I really kind of like that. So, okay, let me do my liner. Let me, but this is the finished look if you want to see it. I'm gonna do liner. I'm gonna see what I want to do for a lash. I need to put on blush, highlight, lip color, and then I will come back. I'll show you how the whole look came together, and we'll kind of talk about this palette. All right, y'all, here is the finished look. I just put a little black eyeliner up top, and then I went in with my Milk Makeup. This is just a brown liner in the shade Limitless mascara. That's it. No falsies today. On my lips, I'm wearing the Unearthly Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Chilling, and then I put on the Cupid Gloss on top. For blush, I'm using Unearthly Burst and the single highlighter in the shade Goddess. So that's kind of how I finished up this look. I really like this look. I'm excited to wear this the rest of my day. I've got a lot of things to do today, actually, but I'm into it. If you can't tell, I really like this palette. I like this format. I feel like this is different for Unearthly, and I'm into that. So we have the Daily Grind Eyeshadow and Pressed Pigment palette. Opening it up, we have the mirror, and of course the beautiful color story. Like, I've already said everything I think about this palette. I've enjoyed playing with it. I think it's beautiful. I really like that we have several different formulas in here. It's not just mattes and shimmers. You know, with this 9 pan, I feel like there's variety. You know, I think you can do light looks, you can do monochromatic looks, simple looks like what I have today, bold like the first one. I really think it would be pretty to mix these shades right here, like just staying with these top 6 shades, I think would be really fun. I see a lot in here, and I think if you're looking at this and you need it broken down even further, just stick with each row. Stick with these 6 shadows, these 3 shadows, these 3 shadows, these 3 shadows. Work with those, see what you think, or go down in the columns. That would be beautiful. Or you can break this palette up into quads, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to use these 4 shades, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever you want to do, like, play around with this. I really like this. I really like the color combinations. I've had a lot of fun playing with this. I will put the launch date, all of that will be in the description box. Again, if you do want to shop at Unearthly, you can use code Heather to save. You never have to. I just like to let y'all know. Thank you so much if you ever shop through my links or my codes, but I appreciate y'all so much by being here, watching my videos, giving me thumbs up, commenting, interacting. It means the world to me. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I love creating eye looks. Like, eyeshadow palettes are just my absolute favorite. It's so fun to me. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope you enjoyed hanging out, watching. If you're on a low buy or no buy, maybe you can shop your stash, create some looks similar to this. But I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye.